Back in 1984, the smart people in the Tokyo photo industry formed the Grand Prix, where experts would get together and vote on the best camera of the year. This guy's about to walk through my shot now. And I assume they did it to celebrate my 4th birthday and probably me getting my first film camera. And so is this guy. Oh, good save. So now it's the 30th anniversary, and every year they've voted on what's the best camera to have come out that year. They've got an exhibition here celebrating it, showing every one of the winners. So let's take a walk through and see every year's winner from 84 through to 2013. So the 1984 winner, the Nikon FA, still a beautiful camera. Great metering, a little bit not their most beautiful model, but it certainly beats the Liberace special edition that they brought out at the same time. Oof. Well, you have to start somewhere though, right? So let's see where they went in 85. In 85, it went to the Minolta A7000. Minolta obviously tied to Sony. And, you know, look at that, lovely LCD display up on that one. How things change in 1 year from that all-metal FA to this translucent plastic Minolta A7000, wow. Next up in 86, I was in year 1, the Canon T90. So I hope they don't just go by brand, so Nikon, then Sony, then Canon, but here it is. It's, again, looks really different to the other two, taking on quite a, you know, a halfway step. It's rounded and got the LCD display, but the chunky metal rugged look of the older cameras. In 87, the EOS-650, and it's a smaller version of the T90 with some tweaks. Next up, Kyocera. They make photocopiers now. Samurai! Wowza. That's, looks kind of like a fishing reel. Anyway, moving right along. 1989, and it is the Nikon F4 F4S. Fairly chunky integrated battery grip. Yeah, a bit of a monster really. Huge pentaprism on that guy. And the 90s, the Canon Eos-1d, and it's not wearing tie-dye. Maybe that comes later in the 90s. 91, and we have the Pentax RTS. Beautiful, beautiful camera. Well done, Tokyo camera industry. And then 92, the Pentax Z1. Wacky designs even back then. Well done, Pentax. 93, and it's the EOS 5, and this kind of set the standard for a lot of the Canon EOSs to come, including the current digital range. Congratulations. 94, and the Minolta A707 SI. Don't know much about it, except that it was significantly cheaper than the previous winner, and yeah, Sony got a nod in the 90s. Anya. I'm guessing in 95 a new president was elected who was a big fan of more minimalist designs, and the Contax G1 took out the prize. Beautiful, extremely expensive though, and then that was followed up with the Minolta TC1, even more expensive for that little fella. 1997, and it's the Nikon F5. Really set the standard for the look and feel of the modern full-size DSLRs like the D4 I'm filming on now. And in 98, the Pentax 645N, which I think has better styling than the 645 digital that they have out now. 1999, and it's Minolta A9, and that does have a look like the last generation of the Sony Alpha digitals. Whilst everyone was celebrating that their computers hadn't crashed from Y2K, Canon was also celebrating their 2000 win of the Eos-1d. This one was a huge jump in price again, up to 270,000 yen at the time, but, you know, good on them. In 2001, the Minolta A7, and this one came in at less than half the price of last year's winner, the Canon Eos-1d. And then 2002, what hits the scene? The Canon Eos-1d. This one, 750,000 yen, up from 270,000 2 years prior for the film version. And this obviously set the standard for what was to come. 2003, the 1DS hits the market, and another 200,000 yen added onto the price. And, you know, this really opened up the world of digital photography, full credit. Proving it's not only the truly expensive ones, that was followed up with the D70. 157,000 yen, and it brought digital photography to a whole broader market. That was followed up by the Konica Minolta Alpha 7 Digital, It's a bit so-so looking. And then the Nikon D200. I remember in 2006 this set people on fire. This one, well, I mean, it was quickly superseded by the 300, but it really was a big leap in terms of below pro quality, but great image and speed. 2007, it's the Pentax K10D. And then, ooh, look at this big boy, the Nikon D3 in 2008. Are you guys guessing what's going to be in the next couple of years? 2009, deserved winner, no doubt, the Canon 5D Mark II. Just completely revolutionized the way we look at video with DSLRs and digital cameras. And then mirrorless hit the scene in 2010. The Pen EP1 took out the top prize, and rightly so. They have set the world on fire. 2011, ooh, did not expect to see the Pentax 645D there. Following on from that, the D800. Almost the same resolution and a third of the price. Well, there you go. And I guess the 2013 one is to be announced. We'll see who wins this year.
So there you go, 30 years of outstanding cameras from the Tokyo Imaging Society's GP, the Grand Prix of cameras. Hope you found that interesting. Please click the like and subscribe, and jump over to Photo News and Reviews. Heaps of videos coming from CP Plus all this week.